Hey everyone, Neil, Apex Marine Services. How you doing today? Today we're on a nice little Catalina sailboat. Not something that we would normally do, but it was sort of an interesting project that kind of came up. The reason it came up was the engine that was in it was a small diesel engine, and it needed a lot of service work, heat exchangers, elbows and whatnot. So the cost was going to be quite a bit, and also repowering to another diesel was a little tricky just because of the space that was available for the engine itself. It's kind of tucked away under the galley, and it even has a little plastic bubble built for it under the settee seat. And so we approached the owner and and asked if he was interested in an electric motor conversion. The electric motor size is, conducive of going into a small space. It is quite the project. And that being said, it's, relatively straightforward, but, there's a lot going on from just taking out the equipment that's kind of currently there to, the electrical system in some sailboats is, not the greatest. A lot of them didn't have charging systems in the first place and the greatest AC distribution panels and such. So, along the way, there's all these, types of things that have to be considered. So the owner was quite interested. He's a little bit of a techie kind of guy. So he went forward and he did the research on the motor and batteries and such, and ordered all that stuff. So we're kind of doing this in two sort of stages. The first stage was removal of all the diesel engine components. Took the shaft out, had it checked, balanced, straightened, new coupler. Went with a different prop because we want to have more blade surface to be able to get the prop to spin when the motor's off, and then that way it'll regenerate power to the motor. So a little bit kind of different of what most sailors want. They want something slim that slips through the water and stuff when they're sailing, so they don't have a lot of drag. This, on the other hand, is going to have quite a bit of drag, but the benefit of it is rejuvenating the batteries, and also you can just put a little bit of power when you're sailing, and it's just going to give you that extra knot or two or whichever. So it can definitely help you out. So currently right now we're at the phase where basically all of the engine components have been removed. The fuel tanks out, the engine's out. We've mounted the motor, shafts in, coupler, put a new PSS shaft seal in. So just give a little picture. What we haven't done yet is basically the sprucing up of the engine bay as per se. So that's the motor install in what was quite a tight engine space. We have new coupler, PSS shaft seal, and whatnot. We had to make different little engine mounts out of aluminum. I don't know if I can get down there. So we just kind of took angle and made it fit into the bed that was currently there in the first place. So now our next process is, we just wanted to get to this step, then we can chuck it in the water. That gets the yard fees down. Can go back to a slip. We'll just obviously tow it. It's currently obviously not capable of running. Batteries are ordered in approximately a couple months out. So, there's a few little things that we can kind of pick away at before that. And then once they come in, we'll put them where the fuel tank was, run our cables and such, and run our controller outside. And then, just pick our way through. Switches, battery chargers, all that kind of stuff. So Anyways, just give you a little peek of kind of a different side of of what we normally do. So, like I said, a bit of an interesting project. We'll follow up kind of as we go along, and keep you posted with what we sort of find out. I know there's a lot of people that have done conversions, and there's a lot of conversions happening now, so there's a lot of new information out there for people that are quite interested. It is quite a neat thing. You can basically put this motor in and out, one person pull it in and out. It does make it quite a bit challenging when you're doing the alignment, an initial alignment to the shaft. Contrary to what normally sort of happens with an engine, the engine doesn't really move. It's heavy enough that it won't move, so you get your shaft where you want it to be and then move your engine to it. But it's easy to do. This motor is pretty light, and you go to make a fine adjustment to it and it shoots across the engine room. So a little tricky, it's stuff to get used to. But we've got the coupler down to a 2 thou in the yard. Obviously we'll throw it in the water. The boat will settle differently in the water, and we'll have to realign it when it's in the water anyways. So we'll go through that process when it's in the water to get our proper alignment with our shaft so we don't have vibrations. We put a new cutlass bearing in, and we've just kind of gone through and done everything. We'll paint the engine bed when we get a chance, and the owner's going to hopefully redo some stuff too, so it gives him a chance to do some things and whatnot. We'll things are out, and so anyways, that's our update for today. It's Sunday afternoon, a little rainy, so I think we're going to wrap it up a little bit here. We got everything to the point where it can go in the water, except we've just got to finish up outside. We had to take the strut off and rebed it, and so we're just putting some bear shit in the hole to cover it, and then it's going to be faired and whatnot, and then we'll put anodes on it and slap a prop on it and chuck her in here next week. So we'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching.